Hi, this is Corey Rogers, Vice President of Marketing for National Equipment Dealers, NED, and we are here this week in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Mandalay Bay Resort attending the ISRI 2022 show. That's the first time back in 2 years, I believe, where the show is live in person, and a lot of people coming out for this show. Very excited to be here. So we're here at the Hyundai booth after having walked the show and getting a chance to meet and greet some great customers that have come to the show. And we wanted to take you around their booth and show you a couple of the machines that they had on display. As I mentioned earlier, they've got an HL960HDXT, meaning it's got extended reach, and it is an HD model, so it's got some really unique features that allow it to work really well in a heavy-duty industrial setting, like scrap, forestry, material handling, waste handling. We're also going to look at their brand new HW250MH material handler, which is a wheeled material handler, purpose-built machine that Hyundai's come out with, and we'll talk about some of the great features about that. So let's walk over here to the HL960HDXT and walk around and talk about some of the features and benefits that this great machine has. So the first things that I always like to point out to our customers is the bucket. And this particular bucket is just a standard Hyundai bucket. Of course, you can put an oversized light material bucket, which a lot of scrap yards and waste handling yards would want to do with this machine. This particular bucket on a 960 is a 4.3 cubic yard capacity, but you could go up to a 6-yard bucket or even a larger bucket if the machine were working in a light material type application, probably all the way up to 8 or 9 or even 10 we've seen on some of these loaders. But it'd have to be a very light material in order for them to do that. The Hyundai bucket's actually designed really well. It's got large spill guards that help to keep your heap nice and in place and reduce the material loss. They've got wings up at the top that help keep the material to fall away from your linkage. And then also their cutting edge is a 3-piece cutting edge. And if you look at that, you can see that it has a reversible cutting edge, so you can actually unbolt those, turn them around, and get additional wear and life out of them. All the Hyundai buckets have AR400 wear-resistant steel located at all the ground engaging points on the bucket, underneath, on the side plates, close to the bottom, and then on the curved side plates, you'll see that they have the wear-resistant steel here. So that helps for your bucket to last longer. Nice feature on the Hyundai bucket. As we come around the bucket, you'll see this is equipped with a Hyundai quick coupler. This is an ISO style quick coupler, which would be compatible with Volvo attachments. If you've got customers that have owned Volvo in the past, like their attachments, want to switch it up and go with a Hyundai loader, that's a great quick coupler that you can get directly from Hyundai. It's included in the warranty if it's purchased from Hyundai, so it would still have that 3-year, 3,000-hour full machine factory warranty, and it'd be covered under the structural guarantee for 5 years and 10,000 hours, which is something Hyundai does that no other manufacturer out there does. Looking at the linkage, this is a Z-bar linkage machine. So you've got your bell crank and your dog bone there. One nice thing that Hyundai does is the cross member that is attached to their bell crank on their Z-bar is 100% cast, as well as your bell crank is cast, and the dog bone down here on the linkage is also cast. And all that just goes to say that the product is really well built and it's designed to last. The nice thing about the HD model is that this particular machine has all kinds of guarding that comes with this, and this is with a full guarding package. So you can see a few different things. You'll see a full front guard on the windshield, which covers both the sides and the full front of the windshield. It's got light guards, as you can see, that protect the lights against material. It has a rear guarding package on the rear of the window that you can see up here. You also have guarding on the lights on the rear of the machine, and you have a full rear guard that protects the back door where you would access your coolers, and it's a really nice guard. It's very heavy duty, easy to swing out, and gives you full access to the rear door to access your coolers. It also has axle seal guards. Those protect the underside of your wheels, and as you see, when we get down here, I'll pan up here and you can see those axle seal guards. You have full belly guards underneath. So if you look underneath the machine as we're panning around, you'll see full belly guards that help to protect the machine. Also has hose guards. If you look up here, protecting the hoses in between the wheels. You have, I can pan around here, you'll see it better. These shields here, which help to protect your hydraulic hoses going to your boom cylinders. So it's really designed to be protected in a heavy-duty industrial application like scrap. And that's why they have that on display here at the ISRI 2022 show. The other thing that this machine is standard equipped with as an HD package is it comes with Auto Lube. That is a factory-installed, Hyundai factory-installed Auto Lube system that you can get with this package. Really nice, of course, says NED. You know, we have other Auto Lube vendors that we can source if the machine comes in and it doesn't have that, but if you buy the HD package, you'll end up with the Auto Lube. So you've got the reservoir over here, and it's all plumbed in to all your grease zerks to get to all the hard-to-reach locations. And this can be set up to automatically dispense according to operator preference, and real nice system. Very nice, clean fit and finish from Hyundai. As we walk around the machine, a few things that are nice to point out on this loader. And all Hyundai loaders are really designed like this, especially the new A series. If you'll look up, the air intake on the machine has been lifted through a snorkel. So as you look up here, your fresh air intake for your cab is all coming from the top, which makes it really nice, and it helps to keep your filters lasting longer. Your air filters are accessible back behind this shroud here. Just from ground line, you can open that up. Helps if you're 6'5". But you've got your inner and outer cab air filters that can both be accessed from this area right here, so you don't have to remove from within the cab. It's all can be done outside. Your DEF tank is remotely located away from the diesel tank, so you can see here we have easy access to that from ground line. You can open that up. You also have a sight level gauge in there, and there's also indicators on the dash that will notify you when your DEF is low. Basically, it uses about 5% DEF consumption to fuel consumption, and you want to make sure whenever you top off your fuel tank that you're topping off your DEF tank as well. It's also really important, and I'll show you this on the other side, when you do shut your machine off and disconnect the battery, disconnect switch, you want to make sure that the light goes off, indicating that it's vacuumed out all the DEF fluid from the lines. This machine, being a heavy-duty machine, and what we have on display, is equipped with Setco solid fill tires. Really nice tire configuration from Setco. We do a lot of business with them on the Hyundai product, and you can kind of see on these tires what they look like from Setco. You have front fenders. You can rear fenders. This has full rear fenders. Of course, those can be removed if you need to. Got great access to getting up on the machine. Nice service platform with handrails. And because it is an XT, as I mentioned earlier, the attachment in the front is actually about a foot longer. So you're going to have a much higher lift height and a much higher dump height with that XT. So it just gives you better reach and a better working range with this model. Hyundai has a very unique cooling system. We're in the show, so I won't open the hood, but you can see in here, they keep the hot stuff hot behind the heat shield, which is there, and all the cooling area is in here. So your after treatment system, your engine and all that is behind in an enclosed compartment, and there are access ports to put in a fire extinguisher if you were to have an ignition or some type of fire without having to raise the hood. So you can, you have that safety feature built into it. This is a sucking fan. It's got an auto-reversing sucking fan, so it's pulling air in out the back, and then it is pushing air out the sides. And then when it goes into reverse mode, it's exactly the reverse. And you can set that up according to your preference for a specific time interval, down to 30 minutes, every 30 minutes, or up to 5 minutes. And you can set it for the amount of time that the fan runs. We usually recommend run it frequently and run it for just a short period of time, maybe 30 minutes for about 30 seconds. Another nice thing that Hyundai has is on their swing out fenders, they have very convenient access to all the service components. This is your, you have a little panel here that easily drops down. There's a release inside this door here. And you can see, I'll just click that. And then we have a carabiner down here that we would take off. And then we can actually access our engine oil dipstick inside this compartment. I won't pull it off right now, and get to our fuel filters, hydraulic oil filters, and necessary servicing areas. And then to release this door, we have a little release. Come around and show you that right here. So we would just grab that release, loosen it up, and then shut the door. I may have to do it without the camera. You've got 24-volt start system. You've got batteries on either side of the counterweight, either side of the rear of the machine. This is an XT model, so it's going to have the heaviest counterweight configuration that Hyundai offers. And the nice thing about all the Hyundai loaders, and one of the reasons our customers really like these, is that they're actually equipped with the heaviest counterweight configuration regardless of whether it's an XT model or a standard model machine. So that gives you better lifting capacity, better stability, and better full turn tip. So being an HD model, some of the things that distinguish this from a standard HL960 is the fact that it has heavy duty axles. So this machine is actually equipped with the heaviest, with one size up in axles. So it's actually going to have the HL970 axles on an HL960. So you're going to have a higher load capacity axle. There are also outboard brakes and planetaries. So instead of like some of the manufacturers who use the same configuration we're using in their larger machines, and they call that their HD package, we use this in all of our lineup on all the wheel loaders. The difference with this machine is that we're using not only an HD axle configuration with outboard brakes and planetaries, but we're also using one series of axles from a model up. So it's a bigger axle configuration, and it's designed to handle industrial applications. So very nice axle configuration. Those are ZF axles. We also have a ZF transmission. It's an automatic 4-speed transmission with auto-adjusting clutch packs. So it will adjust, can be adjusted for the wear and tear that will occur over time. Very nice system from ZF. The cabs on the Hyundais are like a Cadillac. I mean, they are really nice. You can see they have state-of-the-art seats, complete with air ride. You've got all kinds of different ways you can configure that seat, forward, backward. The seat itself will move forward independently of the console. You have heat on the seat. It does have a heated seat. You have adjustable armrests. You have joystick control, which is an integrated joystick control, which is fully, which is a multi-function joystick control. So you have the ability to shift forward, neutral, and reverse. You can activate an attachment, some type of auxiliary attachment. It has a kick-down feature built into it, and you also have a horn. So there's a lot of neat things you can do with that. That control console where the joystick is mounted actually rides with the seat, so it's not riding independent of the seat, so it actually is more comfortable for the operator. You have a tilting and telescoping steering wheel that's very convenient, gives you lots of room, and it does come with a Bluetooth radio, if you can see up top. That is a hands-free radio also, so you can connect your cell phone to it easily and answer phone calls with your phone put away, or stream your music from iTunes right there on the radio. This particular machine is equipped with Hyundai's exclusive Aavm system, which is called All-Around View Monitoring. And that system is basically a 4-camera system that not only gives the operator a bird's eye view of the equipment working, and in a working range, I think, out to 21 feet, but it also detects moving objects within that range. It's a pretty slick system, and what they've started to do now is add the additional dedicated camera so you can have that system on at all times, and you can still see your Loadway system and other critical information on your monitor. And that is another thing too, this machine does come with an upgraded Loadway system. Hyundai has recently upgraded and improved that system, and it was great before, it's even better now. And so that system allows you to track daily production. You can track it by truckload, you can track it by project, you can track it by operator and material type. There's a lot of neat things that you can do with that system now that they've recently updated that. So sight level gauges everywhere and all around. But what really makes this the HD package is the guarding, the upgraded axle configuration, And a couple other things I'll show you right here. This machine does come standard with a front and rear set of axle coolers. So as I raise the engine hood, or the rear grille, you'll see the cooler configuration here. And Hyundai uses a really nice cooler configuration, one of the best in the industry. They are all stacked coolers, so it reduces the number of coolers one in front of the other, which helps to improve your airflow and reduces the required fan speed, which is improving your fuel efficiency. So there's a lot of great features about that. They're all aluminum, open core, wide fin coolers, so they're non-corrosive. And as you can see, we've got toward the bottom your transmission cooler. Next up is your radiator behind all these coolers, and then at the top would be your charged air cooler. So as I swing this out, this has a 60-degree swing out bracket, and a couple of the coolers will swing out to 60 degrees to gain better access to be able to clean those out. You can see there's your hydraulic oil cooler and your AC condenser. So really nice cooler setup. Down below, this has axle coolers on the front and rear axles. So not only are the HD axles, they also have axle coolers. So all that additional heat that builds up in a heavy duty industrial application is no problem for this machine. So here you can see the rear grille closed, the back side of the Hyundai. You are going to see the rear view camera that's integrated into the rear grille, the heavy duty counterweight. Really nice setup. Also, you've got rear light guards on that. And that's another thing that Hyundai does a great job. This does come, the HD package comes with LED lighting. So working in dark environments, working at night, this is going to have LED lights all around. And one nice thing is it's got LED lights, more LED lights than any other competitor out there. So you've got two off the rear of the cab. You've got two, as you can see, integrated into the counterweight. You've got quad lights on the front of the cab. As you get around the front, you'll see that. And then you've got two lights, two boom lights. So it is, it's a great machine to run at night. It's a great machine to run in an industrial application like waste handling or scrap or material handling. Any type of heavy duty application that is going to need to be protected and have the ability to withstand a lot of duty cycle type work. Another thing that Hyundai does that's nice is they have integrated potentiometers on the attachment, which allows your operator to set their detents for their height kick out and bucket level kick out. So as you can see here, we've got this little shroud here covers the potentiometer or an angle sensor, and that works together also with the boom pressure sensors to measure the weight of the load for the Loadway system that comes standard and on board with this machine. So just an absolute tremendous machine. We talked about the warranty, 3 or 3,000 hour warranty, 5 or 10,000 hour structure warranty. And on the wheel loaders, and this is on all wheel loaders from Hyundai, they also have an articulation joint warranty that is basically lifetime to the first owner. So they call it a limited lifetime warranty because it only applies to the first owner of the machine. But even our machines that we have in our rental fleet, when we retail those, they would still have that warranty. So first owner of the machine, lifetime on the articulation joint. And part of the reason they can do that is it's just overbuilt. They use conical bearings in the top and the bottom, whereas a lot of our competitors, will use either both spherical bearings, which don't last as long, or they may use a spherical bearing in the bottom and a conical in the top. So Hyundai does some really nice things. As you can see, we talked a little bit about the Aavm system. So you've got quad cameras, you've got a camera off the front, you've got a camera off the left side and off the right side, and then you've got the rear view camera. So those cameras work in conjunction to create an image that looks like you're literally hovering above the machine. And it gives the operator a visual and an alarm and an indicator on the screen that dynamic objects are moving in and out of that working range, which is 21 feet from the machine. So it's a pretty slick system. Hyundai's a real big innovator in that. They also offer a system like that on their excavators. Same thing, Aavm System. And national equipment dealers, you can see our logo there. We are the largest Hyundai dealer by far in North America. We got very well-trained technicians, salespeople, and great service facilities to take care of our customers and support our customers with this product in the field. So So we're going to move on over and take a look at the other equipment that they've got in this booth, which is their new HW250 material handler that you can see just beyond some of the people standing in the front of the booth. And here you can kind of get a view of the material handler. We've got an orange peel grapple on that with a rotation circuit on it. There's the attachment. Standard material handling attachment. Beautiful boom. New color scheme that Hyundai came out with their A-Series and some of their new products. This is not an A-Series machine. They will have an A-Series version of this hitting the market, but it does have the new color scheme, which a lot of people really like. This is a wheeled machine. It's about a 60,000 and change, about 60,000 pound machine as it sits with a orange peel grapple on it, HW250MH. This does not, here at the show, have a generator or genset on it, but we can put a hydraulic genset on there or whatever the customer might need. It also does not have equipped on it an auto lube system, but we can also add that as your dealer. Not a problem to do that aftermarket. This does have the Aavm System on it. You can see it's got that 4-camera surround system. There's a camera off the back, the counterweight, cameras off the side, and a camera off the front of the cab. This machine is sold. Both these machines are sold here at the show. Beautiful machine, really nice. It has a hydraulic elevating cab that goes up to 8 foot 2 inches. Very slick. Allows the operator to have much better visibility when he's doing his job. It does come with an adjustable steering column, steering wheel, joystick control, air ride seat, a lot of great creature comforts, just like all the Hyundai excavators on the inside of the cab. Really nice cab. This has a Cummins engine with 174 net horsepower. It's got 35 feet of reach as it sits configured. It's got a 15.5 foot dig depth. You have lots of different types of attachments, of course, that you can equip on this machine. It does have front and rear outriggers. Hydrostatic drive. Just a really nice machine, and we have several of these on order that NED will be selling throughout our dealer network in the Carolinas, in Georgia, in Florida, and in Dallas and Houston, Texas. You can see the additional guarding it's got on top of the cab and guarding on the front. Optional guarding. I guess with this particular model comes with it, standard. The engine is a Cummins QSB 6.7 Tier 4 final engine. And as I was saying, it's got 174 net horsepower. Just a beautiful machine. It's gotten a lot of attention here at the ISRI show 2022. And we look forward to many other models coming out from Hyundai as they continue to grow. So hope you enjoyed this little review and walkthrough of our product offerings that NED offers that are being displayed here at the ISRI 2022 show. And the Hyundai product has been just a tremendous partner with us. Customers love it, lasts, it's a very reliable product, and we look forward to doing many, many more years of business with this company and with our other suppliers as well. Kinshofer, Built Right, Fuchs Material Handlers, SAS Forks, and many other material handling products. If you have any additional questions about NED and any of the products and services that we may provide, please visit our website at www.neddealers.com, and you will find that information there.